Y'all see that?
Ooh. That's right.
See that?
Dang, that's perfect.
Good morning, family.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas to everybody out there.
All right, guys. So I'm kind of trying to stick to my promise of showing you how I prepare my Christmas dinner. Because I've been tussling with this all day because I'm just like, it's just me and Donald. I shouldn't really even be cooking. And I know Donald had promised you guys to do the sweet potato pie. And I'm kind of excited. I was like, that's all we need today is sweet potato pie. We could maybe fry some fish and something else. But we're going to go ahead and have our Christmas dinner. Since I did go out and buy all the stuff, we might as well use it. I hope Santa was good to each and every one of you, and I pray that you had a blessed day. Donald and I were trying to find like a place that did like the tree of lights, or where you could just drive by and see Christmas lights and stuff like that, because I know we did that on the other channel last year.
Yeah.
And we paid so much money. What was it, like $25, $30 a car?
Yeah.
And you get to drive through and see all these different setups of Christmas lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But honestly, like Donald said, he made a good point. He was like, when you go see people's houses, they look better than that, and it's free.
Yeah.
So
houses just seem better to me when they're fully decorated with a lot of lights and yard stuff.
Yeah.
We went to Thai B the other day, and there was a lady who had a vast collection of Christmas figurines. They was pouring out of her garage, but it was neat. Yeah. She got like fake snow and everything was stacked on top of it, and we was more impressed with something like that because it showed people's spirit and stuff like that instead of a money-making venture.
So we're going to get this thing started. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off with my turkey drummies. So let me go ahead and wash these off, and then I'll show you guys how I get it prepared.
All right, fam.
All right. Anyway, I'm not cooking things in any particular order, okay? Now, everybody cooks with the Trinity. So right here, I have my onion. This is a whole onion. It's a medium onion. This is a sweet onion. And this is a green bell pepper with the 4 lumps. The 3 lumped bell pepper is more savory, like for your pastas and stuff like that. But the 4 lumps gives you a little, to me, gives you a different flavor, like almost, it's not sweet, but it's sweeter than the savory one. And then these are the celery sticks. So I cut up 3 celery sticks. This is 1 medium bell pepper, and then this is 1 medium onion, right? So let me see if I can get down in here. So this is my turkey legs, right? And so what I've put on here is black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of salt, right? And so I'm just gonna, marinate that a little bit. Y'all, I'm not cooking with gloves because this is for me and my family. I'm not cooking with gloves. So let me wash my hands. So right now, I'm just gonna go in and half it. All right. Because I'm gonna use this in something else later. And I'm just gonna put enough water in here to kind of cover it a little bit, because this is what I'm gonna use for my stock. So this was 3 cups of water. 3 cups of water in here. I'm going to put this in the oven on 350 degrees, and I'm going to check it after about 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll come back with the turkey legs. But as I said before, I'm going to use this as my base for my dressing. So I like it this way. This is the way my mother did it, because I don't like crunchy onions and bell peppers and stuff like that. I never have. But when I cook it in here and then cook it in my dressing, it's never like, oh, you cooked those too long. Like, I don't get that feeling when I eat it. So try it. I think you'll like it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven, 350, and I'll check it after about 45 minutes. All right, fam. So this is my dressing. My cornbread. So I'm just going to cook this exactly as the instructions tell us to, but I'm going to double it. So this is 4 cups of cornmeal, 3 cups of milk. I'm just going to stir that together. All right, fam, so we're going to let that bake for 20-25 minutes, 450 degrees. And I will be right back. I think this is about 4 cups of water, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to my smoked neck bones. I normally would use chicken broth, but I don't have any chicken broth. So what I'm going to do is just pour in a little bit of that. Just very little, because you don't want this to be too salty. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. Then I'll put a little onion powder. Not much. Just a little bit. Then I'm going to put some black pepper in there, because you want to season your water, right? And I'm just going to let that slow cook for about an hour. All right, family, I'm back. Sorry, I thought I was recording, but these are the greens that I used. I used mixed, and then I used collards, okay? So I took them out of here, rinsed them off really, really good, and remember that broth that I made with smoked turkey necks, like that. Okay, so that's what we're going to see in this pot right now. Okay, so that's what you see in here now. And I'll just put it on like that. This is a whole medium onion. I love onions. When they cook down a little bit in these greens, they're going to be delicious. Donald was not an onion lover, but he loves them in the greens like this. So we'll eat them. This was some of the stock from when I boiled the neck bones and stuff like that. So this is some of the stock. I poured some of it off so it wouldn't be too juicy. So I'm going to pour just a little bit more of it back in here. Just like that. Perfect. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of vinegar. Just the top full of that apple cider vinegar. Okay, fam, right here, these are diced jalapeno peppers, and I put about 4 tablespoons in there. We love spice. If you are not a spice lover, I will go with 1 tablespoon, or you could omit this part. It's up to your discretion. But this is just the way we like our greens, a little spicy. So I'm going to let that slow cook for about another 45 minutes. Okay, fam, so this is my custard. I took 1 can of evaporated milk, 2 eggs, and about a ½ cup of regular milk. Okay? And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add my sour cream. All right, fam, so right there, that was about a ½ cup of sour cream. And I did add cheddar cheese. We are not fans of cheddar cheese, but I did add a little cheddar cheese in here. But you want to make sure that you get your salt and your pepper, and you might want to taste it a little bit just to make sure that it's seasoned to your liking, because if not, it will be bland. So at this point, before you start pouring, make sure you add your salt and pepper. Right here, I'm going to layer this as if I was doing a lasagna. So I'll start with the noodles, then add my custard, then I'll add cheese, and I'm going to repeat it again. And you want to season it in between, you know, make sure it's seasoned, because it's important that you want your food to taste good. You need to season. Okay, so we go right back to layering again. You put your macaroni noodles down, you put your cheese down, you put your custard over it, and then I'm just going to end it with a little paprika just for the color, because you know paprika tastes like nothing. All right, fam, so this is the macaroni and cheese, 350 degrees for 45 minutes, but you know, all oven times vary, so your oven might cook it a little slower, a little faster, but when you get that on there, you hear that? Hear that crust? That's what you're looking for. So anyway, I'm going to let Donald come in and taste test this, because he's been following me all day saying, can I? So I'm going to let him. Let's see. Y'all see that?
Ooh. That's right.
See that?
Dang, that's perfect. That is what I was asking you to do last time. That's perfect. That is perfect. I got all this for myself. Okay, us.
I'm not going to eat much of it.
Perfect.
See, fam, this is a happy man. Give him some mac and cheese. He's a happy man.
I am a happy man.
Yeah, so I'm not going to... We don't need Velveeta.
Look at my last spoonful until dinner time. Man, that's good.
Y'all see he chew, swallow.
Dang.
But I'm so glad that he doesn't like firm mac and cheese. He likes it a little juicy.
That's perfect.
If you look down in there, all right, fam, I know I'm all over the place. My grandbabies are calling and family's calling and everything. So my yams went bad. I only bought them a couple days ago. So I was only able to get, use 2 of them. So this is what we have here. I was only able to get 2 of the yams to work. ½ cup of brown sugar. Now, at the bottom of this, I have 2 tablespoons of water. You don't need much water when you're using yams because they make their own little water. And then I'm going to do ½ cup of white sugar. I'm going to put some cinnamon in here. And just a little bit of nutmeg. Add your vanilla. Just a little bit of salt. Come on out. Don't be afraid. I'm going to bake these for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to take them out, turn them over, bake them until they're soft, and then they are done. All right, fam. So these are my turkey legs. They have come out of the oven. Can you see that? See all of my celery, bell peppers, onions. Look at my trinity. It looks amazing. And so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to take my cornbread and I am going to just crumble it up. Okay, while stirring this, I could tell that it's still a little too dry for my liking. So I'm going to add a little powder with water to season it and give it that chicken broth flavor. Now I'm going to add a box of stovetop cornbread flakes, right? My mother used to use toast, but people don't use toast anymore. They normally use this because it's already seasoned, but it's still too thick for my liking. I'm going to go in with more of that broth water, and I'm going to keep adding it until it's a little loosened up. Be careful with this broth powder because it can be very salty. Here I added butter. Then I'm going to go ahead and season with a little black pepper. I'm going to add my sage. At this point, you want to taste it to make sure it tastes the way you want it to. If you use chicken broth, you will be safer, right? So try not to use what I did because you have to be very careful because it will make it salty and that's not what you want. So get your chicken broth, you keep adding it until you get the texture that you're looking for. And so upcoming here, we should see the texture that I want. And this is gonna take a little elbow work, but you see how that's running off? That's the consistency that you're looking for. It tastes good, great consistency. Now it's ready for the oven. Just gonna add my turkey legs back on top. I'm gonna bake it at what? 350 degrees until the top part is brown. All right, fam, so here are these greens 45 minutes later. 45 minutes later. And let me tell you, see them onions? See that? Yummy, yum, yum, yum. Deliciousness. Look at all, it smells amazing.
All right, fam, before we go, I just want to bring y'all a final look at all this deliciousness that Peggy has put together. Try not to be jealous, but it was fantastic. It tasted even better than it looks. Got the dressing here. We got these delicious collard greens with the reduced onions. It was fantastic. Then we're going to move over here to the ham. You know, I love my ham with the pineapples and the sweet savory sauce. I loved it. I loved it. Of course, the mac and cheese was perfect. And of course, we got the yams. Y'all have a great holiday season, and we'll see you guys in the next video.